Right then, it's a quick walk around video for a fabulous Honda Jazz. This is a 1.3 EX Navi, so it's the EX with the sat nav. Finished in this really lovely orange. Doesn't look orangey when you look at it, more kind of pastel. But it sits in the car absolutely beautifully. The car's covered just 40,000 miles, been very well maintained, and is in fantastic condition. Go around the front. Lights and lenses clear and intact, no cracks, no condensation. It's a 2016 car, one of the late 65s. Bonnet, can't see a stone chip anywhere on there of any note at all. Near side of the car, beautifully smooth down the flanks, no car parking indentations that jump out at all. Near side front alloy, generally in very good condition, just a tiny bit of sort of pickling. I'm talking minor for the age of the car. Near side rear again, fantastic. Bumper corners very clean. Tailgate entrance, again, no sort of skags, marks or otherwise. Off side of the car, driver's side, absolutely beautiful down the flank there again, really clean. So I'm rushing a bit because it's about to rain, so I've got to get this done before it suddenly pours on me. For a car that's now 10 years old or so, it is in simply lovely condition, that car. Let's go into the back of the car. For the classic car, it's got a very large boot indeed. This one's also fitted with the space saver wheel as well as inflation kits. Someone's gone overboard on it, but it's been kept beautifully back here. Let's go into the back. This is where the Jazz excels. The leg room and headroom is in from a class 2 cars above. Amazing amount of space, and it's been kept really well. Front on the passenger side, all really clean and tidy. Passenger seat in the front, as with the rears, really nice. My camera does make the seats look a bit purpley. They're not, they are black, so try and ignore that if you can. Finally come to the driver's door card, again, all really clean and tidy. Driver's seat, again, for the age and mileage on the car, it's in absolutely fantastic condition. Inside the car now, engine's running as always, so the dash is illuminated, which looks pretty much like new in all honesty. Sat nav, as you can see, working exactly as it should. Pop the car into reverse, you've got that lovely clear rear parking camera, and that complements the front and rear parking sensors. Carrying on down, see just how nicely it has been kept. Come to the main dash binnacle, hopefully you can see 40,822 miles. Engine's running, and there are no warning lights on the car at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Jazz, and it's a 1.3 EX Navi. Car's registered AJ65KYS, and mileage at the start of the road test is 40,817 miles. The reason we do these videos, and especially this bit, the road test section, is to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of the cars we're selling, they get to see that very car actually in operation. The reason we've always felt it important is simply because, like loads of people, we've been to see cars which have looked perfectly good in photographs or a description, but only then to find out as soon as you drive the car there's an obvious fault that shows up, which can be really frustrating. So coming to the car, push button start on these top spec ones. Engine starts instantly and settles to a completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car actually. Engine, as with any 4-cylinder Honda engine, is absolutely brilliant. They are incredibly tough and reliable over very big mileages. They're cam chain driven, so there's no cam belts to have to worry about. But more than that, it's just a lovely engine. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's got plenty of poke. But it's also an engine, when you do put your foot down, normally you get assaulted with something coarse and harsh. This has got kind of a muted intake from the engine, intake noise. It's just sweet edged. It's just a lovely unit, as you know, Hondas generally always are. Engine then feeds through into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch in the car, absolutely perfect. Bike point exactly where it's meant to be. It's lovely and smooth in operation. Gearbox, just another classic Honda gearbox. Short and shift, sweet in engagement, absolutely crisp, precise. gearbox you actually enjoy using rather than just having to use it. It really is a, in the world of most front-wheel drive cars like this, the gearbox and the gear lever are joined by cables, as this is. But quite often you end up with a kind of really lifeless gear change where you put it into gear, but you only know it's there because the gear lever's kind of put you in that position. This feels like you're engaging gears. It's wonderfully done, and that feels absolutely as it would have done when it was new, by the way. Moving on to the steering and chassis. Steering of the car tracks dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. Suspension exhibits absolutely no clonks, rattles, thuds or anything at all. It's all in good order. But it's just a very, very nice car to drive. Honda have made no claims that the car's sporty to drive, but that doesn't mean it doesn't drive nicely or isn't very capable, because it definitely is. The steering's got really nice weight to it, in contrast again to lots of kind of small cars where they think everybody wants to have absolutely feather-light steering, which is completely devoid of any feel. This has substance, you can feel it, it's quite quick, it's very accurate, very precise. It's just really nicely set up. But it also makes the car feel very confident on the road, and you feel like you're driving a much bigger car in the way the car feels as well. The ride is very, very good, very well judged for this type of car. And when you go through corners, body control is really well done. You're only going to get any kind of particularly sort of extreme body angles with body lean if you drive like an utter lunatic, but ordinarily you're going to find it just wafts through corners with minimal fuss. Brakes also really good, powerful. There's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal. It's all in very, very good order there. And coming to the interior, as soon as you get into a Jazz, you've got a really good driving position. Very good, supportive, comfortable seats, again for this class of car. What you notice then is the visibility is brilliant in them. This is why they're loved, because you just get in, drive it, but you feel completely at home. You don't feel intimidated in any ways. When you look ahead, you've got this huge windscreen, it's so clear to look out of. In terms of its size, you've got these actual little quarter lights in the front, so when you're manoeuvring, really helpful. And all around, blind spots are kept to an absolute minimum. They're also beautifully put together cars, as you'd expect of any Honda. But it's the trump or the ace card for the Jazz. It's just the amount of usable space in here. It is, and I hate the expression, but it really is TARDIS-like. It looks small on the outside, but it's much bigger on the inside than you could ever imagine. I can sit behind myself, and I'm 6 foot tall, with legroom to spare, and I've got decent headroom as well, and you get a big boot. But up front, you've got loads of cubby holes, big glove boxes. There's somewhere to put anything. You're not, because you're in a smaller car, limited to how much storage you got in here either. The dash itself, just dead simple. Nice high spec one, of course, being EX Navi, so you get the navigation, which is what the Navi's for. Garmin based. Most people use Garmin at some time. It's dead easy to use. Down below that, you got a climate control system. Again, an absolute doddle, all digitally done. That's pumping out absolutely ice cold air, so working perfectly as well. Dash binnacle in front, just as Honda do really well. Lovely backlighting, lovely graphics. You just look at it, take the information in, and that's it. It isn't one of these horribly complicated cars where you enter and you've got to scratch your head for 10 minutes before you can even set off. On the, again, top spec ones, you've got this lovely leather bound steering wheel, which feels absolutely great in hand. There's a reason that the Jazz is considered probably the best small car in the world. And that's not to claim it's the best at every single thing, because as I always say, there'll be cars which ride even better. There'll be cars that handle even better, that are even quieter or even smoother or even something or other. But as an overall package, it's virtually top of the tree. It's the most reliable. It's probably, well, it almost certainly is the best built. It's the most practical car in its class by a country mile. And on top of which, it is really nice to drive. It's as good as the vast majority out there. And that is why they are sought after, and that's why they hold their value so well. But I can't fault this one. It drives absolutely beautifully.